your birthday. You gotta pick up the phone. I don't know how the words go. Something like that. Happy July 31st, aka Harry Potter's birthday, aka J.K. Rowling's birthday, aka my birthday. And I had a weird dream that it was a girl at work's birthday too. We didn't know it and then we all felt really bad, but that's besides the point. But today's my birthday, 27, very exciting. I'm vlogging. Oh. It's funny that Zach didn't notice until now. I guess I talk to myself a lot, so. It took him that long for him to realize I was vlogging. But yeah, so I realized I don't really talk about my day-to-day, like what it is I do, but right now it is Wednesday, so I am doing homework because it's due on Wednesday and I can't do it earlier because, as I was saying earlier to Zach, it goes against my religion to get things done earlier. I have to do it the day it's due. So that's what I'm doing on my birthday today, finishing up my poetry homework where I have to listen to a poetry being read out loud or memorize a poem. And I guess I could memorize it, but that just seems like a lot of work. I could pick a short one, but that feels like cheating. So I'm going to just analyze a spoken poem that the poet does herself, and it's very interesting. And Zach got me these lovely flowers, and I'm currently waiting. My friend Jessica, my best friend Jessica, my maid of honor, and I am her maid of honor, Jessica, is coming by to pick up her wedding dress. She's getting married in 2 days, and I've been holding it hostage for her. So, and then she's taking me to get my nails done, which I hate getting my nails done, but I'm doing it for her wedding, and she's paying, so. And then what else? Then we're gonna go to dinner. It's gonna be a very exciting day. Not too eventful, but that's just how I like my days. I like to do nothing. It's my favorite thing to do, so. Oh, and hopefully, I mentioned before, Zach's gonna not know this, but I would love to get some writing done tonight. That is my ultimate goal. So, not gonna win camp. There's just no way, because there's literally not 30 hours left in camp, or how many do I have, like 25 hours? Yeah, it's physically impossible, so that's fine. It's fine. We've been trying to make crepes, but the microwave keeps, what do you call it? The circuit blows? Yeah. To melt the butter, so Zach's having to just manually melt it. I mean, it's hot out enough that it didn't take very long, but it's because we have our AC going, but there's no way we're turning that bad boy off. It's been a scorcher, so everything's fine. I'm trying to get edgy vlog shots. You're supposed to flip it.
Oh. It's kind of hard with this.
Wait. Oh, ooh, ah. Ooh. So my Venus flytrap officially died. It could not survive the Boston heat. My parsley I thought died, but it's making a comeback, surprisingly. See, that's why I just keep watering. But it turns out I still have a flytrap, and it's my St. Patrick's Day stickers that I still haven't taken down because I'm losing control of my life.
To each other or not. If in, they made it, doubtful or double, of their holding it, a momentary after.
Yeah, the one rule I had, you missed it. I told Zach he couldn't ask me questions of what I was doing today, because that's, whenever we're home alone together, that's all I hear is, what are you doing? What do you want to do? What's going on? What are you looking at? What are you reading? He's the question master.
Checking up on you.
And I thought my mom was the question master, but Zach is the question master. It drives me crazy. And I think Jessica just arrived. I think I saw her go by. And I have not dressed for her. I'm wearing this shirt. I got this shirt on my birthday. This is my birthday shirt. It was when I turned 15. So it is 12 years old. That's fine. It's got holes in the armpit. It's fine. But it's super comfy because it's like bare thread now. And yeah, I have not gotten ready for the day yet. I swear I'm gonna look cuter when we go out to dinner. I told her not to get anything for me, unless those are just for her. Oh my god, Jessica. Oh, I have to let her in. I totally forgot. I was just waiting for her to come to the door. You don't have to be my vlog if you don't want to be. Oh my god. You didn't have to get me anything. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're so pretty.
They're nice.
Thank you. Here, we'll go upstairs. It's hot in here. Finish my homework. Okay, confession time. I think I've mentioned, sorry, I touch my hair way too much, and when editing it really annoys me. Anyway, moving on. I think I've mentioned that I am trying to cut down on coffee, and if I didn't mention that, yes, I'm trying to cut down on coffee. This morning I had my first cup of full coffee in about a week, and oh my god, when you cut out coffee for a little bit and then reintroduce it, it affects you so much more. I feel so, like, hyper. But other than that, cutting out coffee is going really well, so I highly recommend it for cutting down. I know I'm gonna get like, that's a very controversial thing. What? My present's ready. Okay, I'm gonna open my gift. Also, look at my cute flowers. And my, is that?
I have to wrap it.
Oh, I thought you were wrapped it already. I'm like, you literally just are wrapping it around the wrapping paper. That's Christmas wrapping paper.
We don't have other wrapping paper.
Are you gonna at least take it out of the box? I don't like opening boxes.
Okay.
Love you. Got my shoes for Jessica's wedding that I'm in. I love this dress. I love these shoes. I look very silly just because my hair and makeup is obviously not done. Cannot believe the wedding is just in 2 days. Okay, my mirror is so dirty. I'm so sorry. And yes, I have hangers and... Alright, see, I can get dressed. I can have makeup on. Now we're off to our birthday dinner. I haven't worn this red dress in like, I don't even know. Here, can you do a... But I gotta give these shoes a test run. If I can't survive dinner in them, I'm not gonna survive the wedding.
That's an extra long dinner.
Yep, so hopefully they don't feel too bad. And we're back. So it is now August 5th, which I meant to film this on like August 1st, but my best friend was getting married on August 2nd, and so I was gone from my birthday, July 31st, that last clip you guys saw, till we got back Saturday, August 3rd, and then Sunday I had to write my final essay for my class, so that's how I spent my Sunday. Plus, we finished the final season of The Office, so obviously, like, I'm not gonna lie, there was a lot of nothing happening, but I needed that nothing really badly. Oh, and on top of all of this month, I do realize I did not upload. I kind of made that choice about halfway through the month when I was going to upload my week 1, but I realized I didn't really do anything week 1. It would have been such a pointless video. I'm not gonna waste your time, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to see the entire month in one clip. I love videos like that. I know, oh, what's her name? Christina Horner, yes. She doesn't quite make YouTube videos as much anymore, but she used to put out yearly NaNoWriMo videos, and it would be an entire 1 month, 1 video clip, and I would watch those every NaNoWriMo. I still go back and watch them. I like having it condensed like that, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this format too. Let me know what you think. Obviously it would have been more successful if I actually did more, but besides the point. But to kind of just recap why I didn't write, other than the fact that I was busy. The truth is, life's always busy, and I know that. And I know mentally you do need a break from some things. I obviously cut back on YouTube this month just to give myself time and stress free of that. Even though filming these clips obviously doesn't take long, editing and uploading and just mentally figuring out your schedule, that takes time. It's just another thing on my plate, and it was sort of nice to have that summer off of that. But I do really miss it, so I'm excited for fall. Not gonna lie. But those weren't really the reasons why I wasn't writing. You know, I did find that when I would sit down to write, all those weird fears that I thought I had far overcome came back. To sum it up, the way I had been defining myself this month was lazy and afraid. And those were the two things that I kept in my head. And those were the two things I've been trying to dispel. You know, I talked about in that clip of relieving myself of the guilt of using excuses in the past, because the truth is, yes, of course, I could have kept writing, but I wasn't. As busy as my days were, I could have easily, or maybe not easily, but there had to have been a free hour in there somewhere, but I wasn't utilizing it, I wasn't prioritizing it. Part of that comes from a place of feeling lazy. I have felt so burnt out with kind of things that are going on in my day job too, that when I come home, I just want to veg. I don't want to think about things that are hard, and writing a book is hard, and I didn't want to do it. And so that kind of plays into that component. So this month, I've really been trying to build my energy back up, not just in writing, but in everything in life. I've been cleaning my apartment again. I've been working out again. I've been eating better again. I've been just clearing out all of these sluggish habits and thoughts, and just focusing on feeling energized again. And I think Kim Chance uses the phrase filling her creative well, and that's something that I've been focusing on too. So even though I wasn't always writing, in fact I was writing very little, I was focusing on filling up that well by things like journaling. I answered finally all my pen pals, which took hours. Reading books about writing and just feeling the love for that again, and doing some bigger research into my story that I hadn't done in a while. A lot of my story, or not a lot, but for one character, a lot of her story takes place in the Civil War era, and so I did a lot of deep research into that. My poetry class sort of explores that era, which has been amazing. I've learned so much about the history and reading the voices of people who were actually there. And also just into the crystal skulls themselves, doing research. As much as I like made a joke about playing my Nancy Drew game as research, that did help. And researching the science behind it, bouncing ideas off Zach, who's been super helpful with figuring out plot holes, but also the science behind what I want my story to be. So I'm happy to say that this month was a huge success in that way too. But the other part was fear. I had a lot of fear. Every time I would sit down to write, I suddenly felt like I was a bad writer again, and I thought I'd gotten over that. But I realized when I don't work on my story for a long time, those feelings come back. And so this summer, I've been taking a literature class. I haven't been doing any creative writing for it. So all of those fears about my writing style and my writing abilities, they all came back. They come back so fast too. Hopefully that's something that does lessen the longer you do it. Maybe you can take more breaks and it's less hard to get back into it. But I would sit down to write and I'd be like, I don't know what to write. This doesn't feel good. And so I think that's another reason why I'm really excited for this fall, is to have that structured deadline again with a teacher who will help me create a plan to make my writing habits better and to feel as though I'm doing a good job again. Like obviously those aren't her duties, but that's sort of a consequence of having a structured writing program like that. But you know, as far as the doubts go, I started thinking, you know, what if I'm not good enough? What if I try really hard, I give it my all, and it's not enough? It doesn't work out. Because this is what I want. And that's something I realized this month too. I want to write. I want to be a writer, and everything else, every alternative just feels like settling and just feels some part of that. And I know if I do nothing, I fail by default. I know that, but in a really weird, messed up way, I almost feel like living in this purgatory of maybe I can, maybe I can't is better than knowing that I can't. You know, like feeling frozen, feeling like I don't want to write because I don't want to write badly, in a way almost starts to feel better and safer than doing it and knowing that you suck at it. Because then you know for sure your dream is dead, where if you just live in this purgatory, you can at least have that hope. But obviously that's no way to live. Obviously choosing purgatory means you have no chance of success. So in the end, that's why this month I was so focused on finding my love for writing again. Because, and this is something I've said before, and it's my favorite quote from the Haunted Mansion, but I know failure is only possible when you stop trying. And with my renewed passion, with remembering my why, keeping that on the forefront, I know I'm not going to stop. You know, I may work other jobs, I may have to always have a full-time day job, I may always bounce around in that way, but I'm not worried about stopping writing because I love writing. I love doing that part. I love the process. So I don't have to worry about failing. I could only fail if by the time I die, I never published anything, and then I'll be dead, so I won't care. But it's true, you know, if you love the process, then who cares the outcome? So in that way, and I'm not just trying to rephrase this to make myself look better, I promise, I feel like this camp was a success because I have found a rejuvenated passion for my writing and for my writing craft and for wanting to just write. And in the end, that's what I started doing. I started writing again. It wasn't a lot. I didn't hit my goal of 30 hours. I didn't write 50,000 words like I know so many incredible, amazing people did, but I found the love again, and that to me is priceless. So this camp, I've relearned something I've learned before and no doubt will need to relearn again, and that's okay. And that's that with writing, and really with a lot of things in life, you've got two choices, fear or love. And with this one, I'm gonna go with love. I love writing and I don't want to be afraid of it anymore. You know, no matter how long it takes to get a book deal or finally finish my book in a perfect way or whatever, I'm going to keep writing one word after the next because that's what I love doing. That's my why. So there you have it. I hope you guys also had a wonderful July, a wonderful Camp NaNoWriMo. Even if you didn't hit your goal, I hardly ever hit my goal. If you watch my videos, it rarely happens. I won camp last year, which was very exciting. I did 30 hours, but yeah, normally I don't win, but that's fine. It's fun to set a goal, and it's fun to work towards your goal. And with writing, I don't really ever want to stress too heavily about it because it took the love away for a long time. And while I do take it seriously and as a career, that's something I'm always going to have to take seriously, I know that the foundation of it has to be love, it has to be passion, it has to be joy for the craft. And if I lose that, then I lose everything else on top, which is, you know, productivity, getting that word count, getting that book done. So I have to always make sure my foundation is strong, and that's what I built. And I'm pretty proud of that. Alright, I will see you guys in my next video. Oh, what did I read this month? I read a lot this month. As I mentioned, that was sort of part of the creative well filling. I read a lot of Murder, She Wrote books because I'm addicted to them. I'm like halfway through the entire series and there's like 50 books. And what else did I read? I just finished for my work book club, Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. I think that's what it's called. Feel free to turn this video off if you want to read it and haven't read it, because I kind of want to give my feedback on it really quick, even though I know this is not a booktube channel, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. Then She Was Gone. It was a mystery, sort of, and I have such conflicting feelings about this book. I did like it. It was very beautifully written, no doubt about that. I felt the characters were really well developed. I think there was some feedback that some people disagreed with that, but I did feel they were pretty believable until the end. This was the first book I read where I felt the end was not the original ending because of how disjointed it felt, and I'd read an interview afterwards that did indeed confirm that she rewrote the ending based on editor feedback, and I thought that really showed. I feel like there was a very distinct line of what she had written versus what got changed. I was really disappointed with the ending, and I want to say I loved the book so much I was all set to give it a 5 stars, and then I read the ending and I was like, are you kidding? There was so much potential for it to be this climactic, intense moment of confrontation, and I guess you can, I thought I would talk more spoilers, but I'm gonna still keep it vague because I hate spoiling books. So I can never do book review because I don't think I can ever come out and say a book's ending. But I thought that there would be like this intense final moment, and there was nothing. It was the strangest thing. Basically when the main character confronts the antagonist, sort of, like you find out the main antagonist is dead, but then there's like this sort of second antagonist. It's hard to explain. But she, like, instead of there being a confrontation, the antagonist like writes her a note and like leaves her a video explaining what happened. And like she comes out to like confront him and he's just gone. And they never talk again. He's just like, oops, sorry, bye. There was nothing. It was so weird. There was no climax, basically. The only climactic parts of the book were so her daughter gets kidnapped, and so there was flashbacks of the kidnapping, but we knew the outcome in the beginning, so it's not like it was ever that intense. It was a strange book. It was good. It was very well written, but I think it could have been so much better with just some minor scene changes. It was, if you read it, let me know what you think, because I'm curious, because it has such good ratings on Goodreads. I thought it was going to be like a knockout book, and it was good, but not great, and it had, in my opinion, very simple fixes. All right. That's gonna be it for all. I will see you guys in my next video. I do have some very exciting ideas coming up, and I would say what they are, but I may change my mind as far as when I film them, so I don't want to become a liar because I feel like my banner on my channel is already a huge lie, and I don't want to just keep adding on the lies, you know. Like I said, I'd upload this video this weekend, but here I am on Monday filming the final clip. See, I turn myself into a liar all the time with all my empty promises. I don't want to keep doing that, so I'm just gonna keep it vague. All right, have a wonderful first week of August, everybody. Wish me luck, because when you're watching this, I'm taking my final this week. It's a take-home final, but I'm not going to enjoy taking it. Okay, bye guys.